visited this place? Yeah. This is in Jammu. This is Vaishno Devi. So you travel to the Himalayas, and they're told ki the Vaishno Devi shrine, and it is inside a cave. And when you enter the cave, and the priest shows the lamp, you actually see 3 rocks, not one. Although it is called Vaishno Devi, one singular name. Just pardon, is there some mat that can be kept? It's very cold. Okay. There. I'm not used to this weather.
Wait a few more months.
Like standing on ice. I'm not that strong. So you go to the shrine, which is of the goddess, Vaishno Devi shrine, and you notice that there are 3 rocks. You will observe this if you go to the Kamakhya temple in Guwahati. Again, you will see 3 rocks. Three things. And you go to Kodajadri, again you will see 3 rocks. Wherever you go, the goddess shrines typically have 3 rocks. Then, I think maybe I'll tell you because this is not working. So, then you go to Durga Pandal, the Bengali Durga Puja, and again you see 3 goddesses. And you realize, you are told that there are 3 goddesses. There is Lakshmi, Durga, and Saraswati. And we know it, most people have heard of this. So Lakshmi is the goddess of wealth. How do you identify her? She has a pot in her hand. And how do you understand her value? Imagine if in your house there is not a single pot. What will happen? You get up in the morning, how will you have your tea? And how will you have your food? And how will you cook food? And how will you serve food? Everything. This is also a pot. Without this there is no water. Otherwise I have to go to the fountain to drink water. How will you get water from the fountain to you need a cup, you need a pot. And when you see the pot, you realize the value of Lakshmi or wealth. Then there's Durga, which is weapons and tools and implements. If you don't have those tools, so imagine in your house your bed breaks or your sofa breaks, how will you repair it if you didn't have any tools? How will you repair your fan if it breaks down? How will you repair? You need some tools, screwdrivers, knives, nails, tools, Ayuddha. So you understand Durga, very simple. And there is Saraswati holding a veena. And you say that, hey, if you don't have music system in your house and no TV in your house and no books in your house, what would you do all day? Whole day, what will you do? Imagine no music system, no television, nothing. No books. What would you do all day? And suddenly you realize these 3 goddesses are making your life very interesting. Without them, na khana milega, nor anything in your house will work, nor you will have any entertainment or anything to do with your life. But this is first level of understanding. Let me take you to a deeper understanding. So this everybody knows, is very basics. So this is at the KG level. So now I'm going to take you to the PhD level. Yeah? So let's go to the PhD level. Straight from KG to PhD. Yeah? So, look at this picture. The sun is rising. There is a cheetah running after a deer. If I ask you, who will you save? Kisko bachaoge aap? Right? Immediately you will say you will save the deer. That is 99% of people in the world will say I will save the deer. What will happen if you save the deer? What will happen to the cheetah? It will go hungry, it will die of starvation. What will happen to her babies? They will also die of starvation. Do you want to kill the cheetah? But see how our mind works. So we should say vegetarian people. non-vegetarian should be killed. But बेचारी चीता ने थोड़ी ना decide किया उसका खाना क्या होगा. And that is when you realize what is Prakriti. Prakriti means nature. In nature, there is an animal which is running. If it runs fast, it will survive. There's another animal. If it runs faster, it will survive. How do humans look at it? We say, ye hai villain. Ye hai victim, that is villain, and I am the hero. I will save. I will protect the deer. But in protecting the deer, you will end up killing the cheetah. So Prakriti, which is nature, which is goddess, is looking at human beings and saying, oh, you think you're smarter than me? And Prakriti is the goddess. And now imagine the image of Kali. Have you seen the image of Kali? And her tongue is out. She's removing her tongue and making fun of human beings. And saying, oh, you think you're more intelligent than me? You think you can save one animal, but when you save one animal, you end up destroying another animal. You are not so intelligent, but you think you are so intelligent. You see, they say nature, there is, in Hindi the word is, koi bechara nahi. Bechara, matlab sabko chara. Everybody has got some resources. But we have decided who is bechara and who is not. So let us look at this image carefully. Let us do darshan. You know, in Hindi there is a word called darshan. Mandir mein jaate hain to bolte darshan karo. Look. Darshan means look. What do we do when we go to the temple? We shut our eyes. We don't look. So I want you to look at this picture carefully. Look at the cheetah carefully. She is hungry. She is very, very, very hungry. She is afraid if she doesn't find food, she will die of starvation. Khana nahi milega. Her children will die of starvation. For 3 days she has not eaten. Every day, 4th day she has not eaten. The more hungry she gets, the better hunter she becomes. And she has no choice. She has to hunt. She is completely frightened. But you see, when I asked, who do you want to save? We didn't think about her. We didn't see her hunger. We didn't see her children's hunger. So she is hungry and she has a target. What is the Hindi word for target? Laksh. Nishan is an Urdu word. Laksh. Laksh, just stick. Next page. Next. After that. From Laksh comes Lakshmi, the goddess of food. She takes care of your hunger. Every time you are hungry, you become a predator. You hunt, you go hunting for jobs. You hunt for better jobs. You hunt for resources. If you are in business, you look for investment. You look for customers. You're hunting for customers. You're hunting for talent. You're hunting for business. You're hunting for jobs. Laksha se Lakshmi. But now let us go back. Just go one slide back. Now look at this. Is the deer hungry at this moment? So much food to eat. Kitni Lakshmi hai uske paas. So deer should be happy, but does she look happy? She's frightened, very, very frightened. Because the more Lakshmi she has, the more cheetah are hiding inside it to eat her. So she's completely frightened. Can you feel her fear? She's also frightened. So go back 2 slides. So both are frightened. One is afraid I will not get food to eat. The other is afraid I will become food. Who will you save? So one is, if you ask the cheetah, so go down. No, down. If you look at the cheetah and ask, who do you think is lucky? The cheetah will say that deer is lucky because every day in the morning when I get up, I have no food. I have to go hunting. Next slide. But look at the cheetah. When it wakes up in the morning, it has food everywhere. Breakfast everywhere, lunch everywhere, dinner everywhere. God loves the deer more than the cheetah. But you ask the cheetah who is lucky, ask the deer who is lucky. And what will the deer say? The cheetah eats once in 10 days. Yes, I agree. But when it eats a full stomach. भरपेट खाना खाता है. But when the deer it eats every day, but it can never eat a full stomach. Because when your stomach is full, you cannot run. And it never knows when it will be attacked. So it is always eating half. So who is lucky? One gets food every day but cannot eat a full stomach. The other gets food once in 10 days but can eat a full. This is how nature balances. So what does the deer want? If it doesn't want Lakshmi, what does it want at this moment? What do you think she wants? Security. You want to feel safe because security chahiye. So it goes down, down again. So security, in the old days, in order to feel safe, you used to build forts to make yourself feel safe, right? What is the word for fort? Durg se Durga. Kila, Gad, Durg. Durg se Durga. Security. Don't we all seek that in life?
Yes.
You want food and you want security. But remember, security is not just physical security. Animals are seeking physical security. Don't you also seek mental security? You think about this. You go to, you meet someone after 10 years. And the person looks at you and says, Arey, you have become so fat. How do you feel? You feel very depressed. And you don't like it. And you don't like the person. I don't want to talk to this person. And you meet another person after 10 years and the person says, oh, you look exactly the way you looked in college. You know the person is lying, but you still love him. Why is that? Because we don't realize at this time, you are giving. In the first case, somebody took away my Durga. Through a rude comment, made me feel insecure. And in the second case, somebody gave me Durga by making a nice comment, made me feel secure, made me feel powerful, empowered me, made me feel very happy about myself. And suddenly I feel happy. Have you ever had that opinion? You wrote something down or you cooked food and you serve it to someone and the person says, what a lovely food it is. And you feel happy. Why? Somebody has given you Durga. Or imagine you cook food with so much difficulty and you feed somebody and the person doesn't even care. Salt is not there, this is not there. And you feel so sad. Somebody has taken Durga away from you. We don't realize that we can even give and take Durga. It can also be exchanged. But we don't realize it. We only think of Lakshmi can be exchanged. Khana hum de sakte hain. But if I insult you, I take away your Durga. When I praise you, I give you Durga. Now, next slide, please. Look at this picture. This is the Aarti, right? You have heard of Aarti, right? Have you heard of Aarti? So what is Aarti? You take a lamp and you take it around the deity. Basically, you're doing darshan clearly because you can see in the lamp. Basically, torch leke unke chehre ko dekh rahe ho. And then you sing a bhajan. Have you ever sung a bhajan? Listen to a bhajan very carefully. It is all bhajans sound similar. They will tell the God, you are so beautiful, you are so handsome, your eyes are beautiful, your nose is beautiful, your hands are beautiful, your leg is beautiful. You killed demon 1, demon 2, demon 3. You rescued devotee 1, devotee 2, devotee 3. Why are you telling God all this? God knows it. क्यों बोल रहे हो? सब दिन, and you do it 3 times a day, every day. मंदिरों में वही होता है ना, आरती चलती रहती है. Why are you continuously telling? And then you realize even God likes hearing good things about himself. When was the last time you did Aarti for your father, mother, son, daughter, husband, wife? When was the last time you praised them? तुमने दुर्गा का दान कब दिया? And you will notice we are so stingy with Durga. We should not praise, people will get spoiled. सर पे चढ़ेंगे. Now that's what we say. So we don't want to give. And we don't realize that like animals, we humans and animals are not very different. In fact, we are 99% animals. हम लोग पशु हैं. Next slide, please. Look at this picture. This is a Shiva image, and one hand is up and one hand is down. ऐसे होता है ना मूर्ति में. This hand which is up, it is called Abhaya Mudra. Don't be afraid. मतलब I will give you Durga. इसका मतलब है वराद मुद्रा, वर दे रहा हूं मैं. I'll give you Lakshmi. So basically we want what the deer wants. We want what the cheetah wants. We want Lakshmi, we want Durga. Prosperity, peace. That is all we ask. So how different are we from animals? Same thing. But, next slide. We are animals with larger brains. That's the only difference. Compared to animals, the only difference between animals and humans is we have larger brains. And to remind us of this, we put tilak or bindi in our head. वो लगाते हैं ना सर पे, दिखाने के लिए कि आप पशु नहीं हो. You have a larger brain. Now what does it mean? What does a larger brain enable us to do? Any guesses? Think. You can think because of dash. What is dash? What is one thing you can do that animals cannot do? You can think because of dash. Cognition because of dash. Buddhi because of dash. Well, that's there. What is the physical? What is the function? Because of dash. It's a very simple thing. It's so simple you don't even realize it is a function. Sorry? Intelligence because of dash. It is such a simple word that it's not even coming to your tongue, although you're using it right now, that function. Thought because of dash. Talking because of dash. Vivek because of dash. Because of dash. Imagination. Next slide. Animals can't imagine. The dolphin may be, elephants may be, but nothing in the human scale. Because we have a larger cerebrum. Anybody is a science student? So have you heard of cerebrum? Have you heard of forebrain? It allows us to imagine, and that's why we can think of the future. Animals don't think of the future, कि 10 साल बाद मेरे को खाना मिलेगा कि नहीं. You think, no? That's why you have insurance policies and provident funds. Huh? When we grow old, what will happen? Animals don't think like that. You can vision the future, you can do planning, because you can imagine. We don't realize this is the only thing that humans have that makes us different from animals. Because of imagination you can think, because of imagination you can analyze, you can invent. All the things that you're doing is because of imagination. All inventions, all innovations, all creativity, everything comes from imagination. You are imagining, that's the power of imagination. And you can do whatever you want with imagination. Imagination, if you want, I don't want to imagine, you don't imagine. You want to imagine, imagine. One day you all decided that somebody in your family would have imagined, I want to go to America. Then you start working towards it. If you had not imagined, you would have not come here. If somebody imagines, I want to be a doctor. Okay, start studying. But if you didn't imagine, why would you start studying? That first thing is imagination. We don't realize it. The Sanskrit word really for imagination is just man. Man is imagination. That's it. We don't like this word imagination. Nobody talks about it. It's a big secret. We look at imagination as something negative. Oh, don't imagine. But really, think about it. It's in your imagination everything is happening. So much power imagination has. Imagination is like water. You can contain it in a pot, or you can let it flow like a river. Sanskrit word for anything which is fluid is saras. So Saraswati. Saras means water. Sarovar means a pond. Sarita means a river. You can do whatever you want with your imagination. You can stop it, control it, let it go. Everything is possible. This is what makes us human. If you didn't have imagination, you wouldn't be human. You'd be no different from the cheetah, hunting every day, or from the deer, which is running every day in fear. But because I can imagine this. Look at this. Can you see this picture? What a beautiful picture, right? This picture can only be created in Photoshop. It doesn't exist in reality. Anybody from Gujarat over here? This is Wagh Bakri Chai. ये सच नहीं है, ये इमेजिनेशन है. एक शेर को भूख नहीं लगेगा, बकरी को डर नहीं लगेगा. That world we can imagine, right? We can write poetries on it. एक दिन ऐसा होगा, सब सुखी रहेंगे, कोई झगड़ा नहीं होगा. I will be taller, I will be fairer, yeah, I will be stronger. वो imagination है. The opposite is also true. You can imagine the worst. कल प्रलय हो जाएगा, सब खत्म हो जाएगा. My job will go away, my house will be destroyed, my family will be destroyed. You can imagine. बैठ के आपको अब भी बैठो हार्ट अटैक हो जाएगा. मुश्किल नहीं है. That is the power of sarasa. Flowing, पानी के जैसे बहता है. You can sit down and get depressed. You can sit down and get excited. सब मन की कल्पना है. So powerful. Without this, there is no war. Without this, there is no growth. Both will end. दोनों, positive भी जाएगा, negative भी जा सकता है. But most importantly, this, look at this. When a bird looks into the mirror, what does it see? It cannot see itself. वो अपने आप को देख नहीं सकती. वो बोलती है कि is it predator? मुझे खाएगा क्या? नहीं खाएगा. Is it prey? मैं उसको खा सकता हूँ क्या? If it is neither of this is true, if neither of this is true, then the bird doesn't care. वो भाग जाती है, उसको care नहीं करता है. But when a human being looks into water, this is a Greek story called Narcissus, and he looks into the water. All of us look into the mirror every day in the morning. What do you see? Do you see yourself, or do you see how you imagine yourself? Think about it. It's a very difficult question. When you look at the mirror, what do you see? So I look into the mirror and I think I am diamond. Then I go to office and meet my boss on appraisal day. And the boss says, you are not diamond, you are plastic. And I get very depressed. So I come home completely depressed. I meet my wife. And I ask my wife, what do you think? I am plastic? She says, no, you are not plastic. You are cheap plastic. Now look at this, 3 words: diamond, plastic, cheap plastic. What is real? All 3 are imagination. But see what a havoc it can play in our life. If I think I'm diamond, I feel good about myself. When others think I'm plastic, I feel depressed. When somebody thinks, who's very close to me, I think they think I'm cheap plastic, I'm going to commit suicide. But see the power of imagination. All 3 are imaginations. They can elevate your mood and destroy your mood. That is the power of imagination. And so we are all asking meaning, purushartha. What is the purpose? Arey main hu kaun? Who am I? I think I'm diamond, but does the other person think I'm diamond? And if the other person doesn't think I'm diamond, मेरा मूल्य क्या है? So I will tell you a story to understand this concept. This is a little difficult concept, but if you understand the story, you will understand it. And the power of imagination. The power. So one day, this is Dasara, we are going to talk about Ram. So Sita has been kidnapped. It's a story from the Ramayana. So Sita has been kidnapped. And the only information Ram has is that Sita has been taken in the southern direction. So Ram walks to the south. He does not eat, he doesn't drink, he doesn't go to sleep. He's walking south. He's covered with sweat, he's covered with dust, his eyes have turned red. But he's walking south, he's determined to find Sita. When suddenly a lady comes in front of them and says, stop. Ram stops and says, you look tired, sit down. So Ram sits down and says, you look hungry, let me feed you, I've got some berries with me. Why don't you eat these berries? So Ram says, fine, okay, I'll eat your berries. So Lakshman, who's behind Ram, sits down also. And he's not sure what is Ram doing. We have to go and find Sita. What is he sitting down and eating berries? So Ram, this lady, her name is Shabri, she picks up one berry and she bites it and gives it to Ram. Ram eats it. Takes the second berry, bites it, doesn't like the taste, throws it away. Takes the third berry, bites it and gives it to Lakshman. And Lakshman recoils in disgust. Says, "Jhuta khilaogi? You will give me this dirty fruit contaminated with your saliva, God knows how many germs in it. You don't have any manners. तुम्हारे को manners कोई सिखाया नहीं तुमको." And Lakshman is disgusted. And Ram is watching this and he looks at Lakshman and says, "Lakshman, darshan karo, look carefully. What did you see? What did I see? We are two men with weapons in the middle of the jungle, covered with sweat, and eyes are red. How many women you think will come in front of us? This woman has come in front of us. She is very brave. Why did she come in front of us? To help you or to help herself? To help ourselves, to benefit us. हमको खाना देने आई है. She is not only brave, she is very generous. And why is she biting those berries? Because she wants to give us the best berries. She is a good host. So according to me, this is a brave woman, a generous woman, a good host, a noble woman. What do you think she is? Mannerless. Which manners? Manners that you learned in the palace. Can't you see? ये जंगल की है, जंगल में रहती है. She has never lived in the palace. She doesn't know your rules. She doesn't know what are manners. But you've judged her and decided that she is a stupid woman. Can't you see she is such a wonderful human being? That is why she will be my friend, never your friend. Because I look at her and you don't look at her. That is why I am Ram and you are Lakshman. Ask yourself how many times you meet people and you look at them. Do you look at them as Ram? Or do you look at them as Lakshman? How do you see people? And that imagination allows us to do that. We can see people, we can recognize the diamond. We can recognize that yes, he is plastic, but he thinks he's diamond. I may think he's plastic, but he thinks he's diamond. Which opinion is more important? My opinion about him or his opinion about himself? That's an important thing to remember. Next slide, please. You see, I'll tell you another story. It's a folk tale from Ramayana, from Karnataka. So Hanuman, one day, after the whole Ramayana is over, Hanuman goes to his mother, Anjani, and tells his mother the whole Ramayana. It tells the story. It tells, you know what, we built a bridge across the sea and we fought the Rakshasas, and after killing the Rakshasas, we rescued Sita and brought her back. So he thinks the mother will be very, very impressed. But Anjana is not impressed at all. She doesn't smile. She says, so big deal, no big deal. And he says, aren't you impressed? He says, my son, you are so strong with your tail. You could have just moved your tail like this left and right. All the Rakshasas would have died. And in 1 second, you would have saved Sita. Then why did you build a bridge, fight this war? Itna taklif kyun kiya? And Hanuman says, yeah, you know, mother, I'm very strong, I can do it. So she says, why did you not do it? There's only one reason. So what? Nobody asked me to. And many a times in life, don't you feel like Hanuman? You think you're capable of so much, but nobody looks at you. They think you're just a monkey. Do what you do. I like you for your obedience. I don't like you for your intelligence. I like you because you do what I tell you to do. I don't care how smart you are. हम दर्शन नहीं करते. We don't use our Saraswati to understand the other person. That is understanding the other. And unless you understand the other, you will not understand yourself. So, if you look at this, so what is Purushartha? Purush means, in Sanskrit it means human being. In Hindi it means man, in Sanskrit it means human being. Purushartha means, what is the meaning of being human? It means getting enough food